Coming up on Texas Voices.
Wild like a Mustang, it's never been my thing to see.
Get ready, because Kylie Frey is flying up the charts and into the hearts of every honky-tonk crowd.
I do find it there. I mean, my mind is the most free on the road and on the back of a horse.
Plus, we take you to the rodeo arena to meet 13-year-old Garrison Wood.
Chase girls.
Chase girls? So chase cows and girls? A message from his mama to any parent with a dream for their child to succeed.
You believe in them, and if you push them, they can do anything and everything that any other kid can do.
And stay tuned
I brought all this with me to the country.
as we watch world-renowned artist Molly Keys make stained glass art from her Central Texas studio.
I'm ready to do that, I do that.
Texas Voices features the musicians, artists, and creatives in our great state next.
Stoke the fire and keep on digging. Make the most of what you're giving. It may seem cold and it may seem tough. Even steel will bend when you heat it up. You're on the road to better days. If you can outlast the sun and outlast the rain, ain't a lot of hard lessons made. Let me tell you, son, soon you're gonna show us how it's done.
Howdy, and welcome to the iconic Dixie Chicken located in the historic Northgate District of College Station, Texas. I'm Lindsay Lippman. Kylie Frey is a true-to-her-roots talent. Raised on rodeo and country music, her song, Spur of the Moment, climbed to the top of the Texas charts faster than you can tie a goat. But she's won that championship too. We sat down with Frey at the legendary Coupland Dancehall to talk about her new EP, Rodeo Queen. Thank you for sitting down and talking with us. I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
As soon as I heard your first song on the radio, I was like, I gotta find out more about this girl.
Awesome.
And your bio is pretty interesting because you're a champion goat roper, just an all-around talent, musician, songwriter. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, so I grew up in Opelousas, Louisiana, and I come from a big rodeo family, and that's all we did growing up. You know, I was really bad at volleyball and softball and all the normal things and dancing and whatnot, and so I really jumped into the family tradition, and I got to tell you, I started singing because of rodeo. We have no music in my family, and I would sing the national anthem for every rodeo that I was entered in, and it was really annoying because I was really bad. But somewhere along the way, you know, just found my voice and got better and started writing songs, and the honky-tonk bug bit me, and my heart just kind of switched up on me.
You have such an inner glow. You know, when
Thank you.
when you're on camera, your music video, your latest music video is so fun to watch. It makes me smile.
Thank you.
Tell me where you find your joy in life, your spark, and does it come from your family and how you were raised as well?
Got an amazing mom and dad, and they traveled to all my shows and all of that stuff, but they really, you know, showed me lessons in life really young through rodeo that I've taken with me, and so it's kind of hard to, you know, keep the horses and stuff while we're on the road and doing this thing, but I do find it there. I mean, my mind is the most free on the road and on the back of a horse. So that's kind of where all my inspiration comes from.
I'm sure you've gotten a lot of feedback from your fans. What has been just, you know, really a blessing to you when you hear from folks that listen to your music and how they're processing it and loving it? Sure.
A lot of things started really making sense for me this year, and I put out a handful of songs. I had 3 number ones this year, which was really cool.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where I put out Spur of the Moment, which was an up-tempo song, a rodeo song, and I think people just kind of needed a nice distraction, and I was kind of happy to give that to them, and I just kept on with it.
So tell me kind of what the future holds for you. You know, what are your biggest dreams and biggest goals?
Well, I've got music that we're going to record very soon, and I want to put out an album, and hopefully you'll see me on the Grammys one day, because that's
I would
Don't
love
we
it.
all want to be there? Right.
Exactly. So you want to have that Grammy
Yes.
in your hand?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
What kind of pushes you forward? I mean, obviously you're going to be a role model to a lot of young girls that are going to look up to you and say, I want to
Sure.
be like her. You know, she's out there, she's got a voice, she's got a message, and
Sure.
she's doing it in a very, classy way. Yeah.
It is very terrifying because I know who I looked up to and what I took from them. And Shania Twain was like the happening thing when I was a kid, and I really loved her and took a lot of things from her career. But the moment when I realized that there's already a Shania Twain and
Yeah.
there's no Kylie Frey is when I feel like I just kind of came into my own. So I just want girls to know, and little boys to know, that just be yourself, because there's only one like you.
Exactly. And the world needs you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell me what the rodeo crowd, I mean, what I love is the world has changed so much.
Sure.
Not just in the past year, but the world is changing. But the rodeo family really has traditional values
Yes.
and all of those things that I really hold dear as well. So what is it about that culture that's important to you?
Just what you said, it's the family values. We were always together as a family traveling down the road. And just hard work and dedication and being humble, having that family pride. And so I think that's what's missing a lot these days, and I want to carry that through my music and the way that I live.
Tell me about some of the other artists that you've collaborated with, especially in the Texas music scene, and you've had a lot of success doing that too.
Yeah, so Randy Rogers, I did a duet with him 5 years ago, way
Yeah.
before I should have had a duet with Randy Rogers.
Uh-huh.
He just kind of took me under his wing, and we did this song, and I got to go and play shows with him. And he really taught me a lot about not only the scene, but music and life in general. And so just building markets and getting out there and hitting the road and how important that is. And so I'm really happy to finally put all of that into action.
Is there a particular honky-tonk that you can't wait to play, or a honky-tonk that you've already played that was a lot of fun for you?
I can't wait to play Green Hall. I was supposed to play that this year, and I will at some point. And then Billy Bob's for sure. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Having you on that Billy Bob stage will be a lot of fun.
My grandpa actually rodeoed with Billy Minnick, and so that's going to be a cool moment.
That'll
for
be
me.
really
Yeah.
cool. Of course, I absolutely love you're wearing a war bonnet.
I am,
I love
yes.
that brand and what they stand for. And
Yes.
you've signed on and actually become the first female ambassador to a couple of different brands. So kind of tell me who you're partnering up with.
Yeah, so I just inked a deal with Revolver Brewing,
Nice.
and I am, let me see if I can get this right, I am the first independent female artist to have an endorsement deal under the Molson Coors umbrella. And so I'm really excited about that. I love a good beer.
Me too.
And who doesn't? And I don't know, I'm excited to grow with them.
Well, it's really important to have that support, because when you're an independent artist, you're out on the road, it really takes the fans supporting the music and also
Absolutely.
these great businesses to partner up with to be able to
Yes.
continue to keep going.
Absolutely. We've got some charity events coming up, and we're going to do some cool shows with them. So I'm
Nice.
really excited. Yes. A beer and a cowboy hat is really all I need. So
And a guitar. And a guitar.
yes.
It's perfect. Coming up, hear a full performance from Kylie. But first, we'll introduce you to Garrison Wood, a rodeo cowboy who's got an eye for photography and a heart bigger than Dallas.
Follow your heart to Waco, Texas, home of the famous Magnolia Silos, Cameron Park Zoo, Baylor University, Dr. Pepper Museum, BSR Cable Park, and so much more. Enjoy the arts, historical sites, outdoor nature, entertainment, music, food, drinks, and events in a diverse, welcoming place you'll find yourself coming back to again and again.
Welcome back to the Dixie Chicken. There's a young rodeo cowboy who impacts the lives of everyone he meets. The gate flies open and Garrison Wood springs to action.
When I get out there, I run out there and I'll swing the rope. If you don't get out there, you can't catch nothing.
Every time you go out there, you try your hardest.
Yes,
Is that what you do?
Yes, ma'am. Just try my hardest.
When G gets on his horse, the whole place stops to watch him. We want it as bad as he wants it.
Family friend Heather STUVER always brings her camera to events.
And next thing you know, he wanted to take pictures, so I just handed him the camera. He picked it right up and he did it. What he sees with his eye.
Been going to rodeos and taking pictures, $25.
$25 a picture? That's good. And what are you going to do with all that money?
Spin it.
Little brother Hudson is his best friend.
The reason I like being his brother because I can support him when he ropes and I hope he can stay and he can rope really good.
Hudson wants to be a rodeo cowboy when he grows up.
I won this in San Antonio, roping calves.
That thing is big too. So how many more buckles you want to win?
A lot.
Oh, as many as you can.
I know God has worked a miracle in G's life. Same with Hudson. And they're two little boys that are here on this earth because God put them here.
And right?
Yes.
Okay, you know I know all the truth about you, so don't be trying to kid me, okay? What do you like to tell them when they're out there working cows?
What's up, son?
Oh, you stole Odell Brisby's saying, didn't you? I got you. And at the rodeos, when you get off your horse, what do you love to do?
Chase around women.
Chase around women?
Yeah.
You are kidding me.
Nope.
What about your dad? You have anything favorite that you really love about him?
He helped me saddle my horse and get my rope ready.
He helps you saddle your horse and get your rope ready? Because without him, you wouldn't be able to do it, huh?
No.
He's a pretty good old hand, is he?
Yeah.
KASEY Wood's family of 4 gets a little stronger, a little closer, and a little tighter every time life takes them on a ride.
We don't set him apart from any other kid. We push him to be the best Garrison that he can be in any aspect of life.
His brother Hudson learned a special kind of love along the way.
Hudson's got a heart like no other. I know he's my child and every mother thinks that, but Hudson's special in that form because not just Garrison, I mean, he bleeds when his friends don't do well.
Their joy fills the photos of a family that turns pain into a powerful message.
He's the best surprise that we could have ever had. He didn't show any of the signs of a kid with Down syndrome that they can detect. I think already God was already showing us that he was going to do big things no matter if he had that label on him or not. They didn't expect Hudson to live when he was in utero. Our small little community that's bigger than the world all came together and prayed for about 3 or 4 days, and when we went back, the doctors couldn't find what they had seen 5 days earlier. And we told them that we didn't need an explanation, that we knew there was only one creator that was responsible for that, you know, and we knew that was our Heavenly Father, and he was taking care of us once again, so.
Faith, family, and rodeo. It's the cowboy way. What would you say to your mom and your dad and your brother to let them know how much you love them? What would you want them to know?
24/7.
You love them 24/7. That's real sweet.
That's a good one right there. That's a good one. Yes! Woo!
When we come back, from small town churches to Paris, France, this Texas Voices artist makes her mark one piece of stained glass at a time.
People are choosing the Brazos Valley to launch, grow, and locate their companies every single day. But in the Brazos Valley, our most valuable asset is talent. And their skills, their drive, their character speaks loudest.
Her story begins in small town Texas, but as a military wife, Molly Keys traveled the world, and her art is loved worldwide too.
Well, it probably began when I was a little child in church, looking up at those beautiful stained glass windows. And I'm a very inquisitive person, you know, how did this get made? And, you know, I knew where every broken piece was, and could it be fixed? It just comes from somewhere, and then I go, oh yeah, that's how I'm gonna do that.
Stained glass art.
And so then I just break off the glass.
Found Molly Keys.
And there's my piece.
while stationed with her husband at Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
But my friend said, I'm going to do stained glass, come do it. You know, and here I was on we were all on little budgets. And I said, oh, I don't know if I can waste my money on that. And so I did. I signed up for it and went and just loved it. And, you know, as a young Army wife, it gave me the opportunity to be at home with my girls because my husband was a pilot and he was gone. I tell everybody 8 days out of the week. And they saw what I did. Took care of them and the house. I'll just go through and I'll cut all that colored glass until it's done.
At Fort Hood, Molly made a name for her art, filling the windows of First Baptist Church in Copper's Cove to a commission in Paris, France that is.
For years, my things were in Salado in several different galleries. And one day I got a call from this man, very heavy French accent, and he said, Molly, I'd like for you to create a window for my chateau in the south of France. And I just went, now, is this a joke or what?
When her husband Jerry retired, they returned to the small central Texas town where they started.
I brought all this with me to the country.
And in her studio sparked a love for art shared by her granddaughters too. Sophia is now a successful ceramic artist, and Cassie's work is gold ribbon winning.
Little granddaughters are phenomenal artists. And when they would come to visit, it was always, oh, Mimi, let's go do a project. They both love to work with their hands.
A family legacy with no shortcuts. Just a way of making the world a more beautiful place.
It's very special, very special.
Howdy guys, we've long been fans and friends to the rodeo crowd here at the Dixie Chicken. From sponsoring the Texas A&M rodeo team to company outings to rodeos throughout the years. Matter of fact, it was not uncommon to see horses actually tied up to the back porch of the Dixie Chicken. Here's a small story about just that thing from Danny Hill, class of 1985. He says, we used to tie up our horses in the back when we rode over from the calf barn during weekend excursions. That was when the calf jocks supplied our own personal horses. Behind the chicken was just an alley and we'd ride over, tie up and play dominoes and dispense pitchers while chewing tobacco or dipping snuff. Now that the parking lot behind us is paved in and the continued growth all around us, it's been a little while since we've seen a horse and rider mosey on up for an afternoon, but it wouldn't be the strangest thing to ever happen here at the Dixie Chicken. Read more stories just like this one, and of course, we'd love for you to share your own at DixieChicken.com.
Thanks, Adam. Be sure to follow us on social media and at TexasVoicesShow.com. Before we go, let's hear one more song from Kylie Frey from the historic Coupland Dancehall. We'll see you next time.
2, 3, and... Wild like a Mustang, it's never been my thing to settle in one place too long. I got a habit of being attracted to doing whatever I want. I'm a little more unstoned than diamond. Go ahead and call me misguided. But oh, I never thought that I'd get caught daydreaming of being a bride. But just my luck, I've been struck, and suddenly I'm changing my mind. Looking at you, I'm starting to think I'm ready to do that I do thing. Yeah, looking at you, looking at me, I'm ready to do that I do thing. Yeah. White picket fences just always seem senseless. Never let my defenses down. And I wasn't planning on forever standing, more partial to running around. You're a little more keeper than throwback. You look good on me and I like that. Oh, I never thought that I'd get caught daydreaming of being a bride. But just my luck, I've been struck, and suddenly I'm changing my mind. Yeah, looking at you, I'm starting to think I'm ready to do that I do thing. Yeah, looking at you, looking at me, I'm ready to do that I do thing.
caught daydreaming of being a bride. But just my luck, lightning struck, and suddenly I'm changing my mind. But looking at you, I'm starting to think I'm ready to do that I do thing. Yeah, looking at you, looking at me, I'm ready to do that I do thing. Looking at dresses, looking at rings, I'm ready to do that I do thing. Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Kylie. All right, segment 2. Bigger than Dallas. That's the biggest town. I mean, you could say Houston, but nobody says bigger than Houston. Thanks, Adam. Be sure to follow us at Texas Voices Show. Hold on. Show.com? I don't even know the website. Kylie Frey from the okay, 3, 2.
Y'all need a TV show. Y'all need a whole like behind the scenes TV show. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, but she's saying a reality show.
That almost happened.
It should.
You sweating after all that? No, that's no sweat to you. Playing. Oh, look at Gracie wants to be on camera. Now, has your brother taken any pictures of you yet? Maybe. He might have.
He has.
Yeah, wait a minute. Is he going to charge you money for a picture? You get the family discount. I'm probably looking sweaty.
Tail on you.
I should have put more makeup on. I feel like I have a layer of dirt.
Y'all gonna put some
I got like
blemish cream on here?
I got a layer of dirt on my face. Yeah, Do y'all not, don't be touching that. Lukey. Okay. But tell me why you like Dr. Pepper. It just tastes better.
I'm gonna drink 2 a day.
2 a day? Oh my. Does it make you hyper? A little bit?
Just a little bit.
Hey Garrison, it's Kylie Frey. I just wanted to say you throw a mean calf loop, and if you decide to start healing, you got a partner. Hope to meet you.